Well, I have to apologize. That was the collegiate division. I was informed that it was the elite division, but that was the collegiate division. Here is... Okay. All right, so I'm getting the information now that there are 2 sections of elite. And remember that time to beat. We'll go back and take a look at it. 8:40 by Farah. And as we move to the second section, all right, here we go from the inside. It's Adam Bunker of Utah Valley, Nate Boutine of Loyola, Isaac Briggs in here with hip number 5, hip number 6, Azid Jedi of Drake University, hip 6, hip 7, Daniel Vaca, Santa Clara, hip 8, Antoine Murray of Cal, running for the Golden Bears there, hip 8. Now we go to hip 11. This is Gabe Schmidt of Loyola. Hip 12, Aaron Cantu of UCLA, next to his teammate Everett Capel. Hip 13, Kelvin Limo. We've seen him here on Runner Space from Washington State. He goes hip 14. And Nixon Courier running for Performance Elite. Saw Performance Elite. Kate Fick in the Elite Women's race. We didn't have a lot of information on the gentleman in the second heat, but they're calling it 2 sections of the Elite Steeplechase Invitational. All right, we'll get you some updates here, see what kind of pace these guys. There's Nixon Career of Performance Elite. He goes 67 on the first lap. Kelvin Limo matches him 67 as well. Jedi of Drake University, he goes 67. Looks like Isaac Briggs now from Washington has made his way up to 3rd position.
Back a little bit, but making that gap, Isaac Briggs has moved up in it now.
Isaac Briggs was 3rd at the Stanford Invitational at 8:52. Ranked number 7 right now in the Big Ten. Guys got to remember, Oregon, Washington, UCLA, and USC now, all Big Ten schools. But Nixon Career continues to lead this. That was the 72nd lap. Jade of Drake University, he goes the 72nd lap. Quicker lap for Briggs, 69. Not sure how they managed that.
Making his way back up to join that group. Then Bunker, Vaca, Boutine, Schmidt, and Moret.
Kelvin Limo now trying to cut the distance between he and his state rival there, Isaac Briggs. We'll see if the Washington State Cougar now can connect himself to that first group. Just got a little lazy on that second lap, fell back just a little bit. But nice hurdle there by Nixon Career on the water jump. That is the way you take it. All right, Career looks like he's doing pacing duties for the men. There's Kelvin Limo. He gets back into this race. Jedi still there from Drake University on the inside with a dark blue top with the black shorts. Now here goes Limo. Limo hasn't recorded a steeplechase this season. Jade comes in with an 850 personal best there. He's in 4th position right now. Season best 858. But this is heat 2 as Career steps aside and lets Limo take the pace now. But you can win from either section. And Isaac Briggs, he ran a personal best earlier this year, 8:52.06. It's his all-time personal best, seasonal best, as the Drake athlete now begins to fall off the pace. But that's Kelvin Limo up front for the Cougars.
Rabbit has moved off, and we're down to Limo and Briggs.
And he looks pretty fresh up front, but it's two former Pac-12 athletes now running to the Big Ten, cross-state rivals, going at it up front here at Mount SAC Relays. Temperature in the low 50s. And the wind has really died down. Take a look at those flags. Not much movement, but a good crowd. 10,000 meters to follow here, both men and women. I'm going to take you through the 3,000 meter steeplechases and step aside, let the PA announcer take everybody home in the 10,000 meters. But good battle up front there between Limo and Isaac Briggs. Briggs just a freshman, Limo the senior. But 2 laps to go, 6:30 on the clock. And remember the time to beat. Farah in the heat earlier went 8:56. Let's see if the freshman now can keep up with the senior. With a lap and a half to go, Kelvin Limo played possum in those first few laps, dropped back to 4th place, worked his way up. Now he's taken the lead. And he still looks pretty fresh. That was a 71-second last lap for Limo, 72nd lap for Briggs. And we're going to see a battle on this bell lap. 2 good water jumps there for the leaders. And we can see ourselves a nice sprint here as they come through on the bell. All right, there is the bell. Briggs has been stalking Limo for the last mile. Now he moves up on the corner on his shoulder of Limo. Here goes Briggs. Nice move, decisive move by the Washington Husky freshman. He ran 8:52 earlier this season. Now he begins to open his stride. He begins to open it up on the back straight. He's not quite clear yet. 250 meters to go. But Limo doesn't look like he's got an answer now with 200 meters to go. But Isaac Briggs just dropped the hammer with about 350 meters to go. And he is going to run away with this heat. Keep a look at the time, 8:23, 8:24, 8:25. He's clear through the water jump. And he really has put in a nice push here to finish. And a nice hurdle. Look how fresh he looks in the last 50 meters. He's going to come through with an easy heat victory. 8:43. He blasts his seasonal best, blasts his PR. And the freshman from the Northwest just run a huge personal best, 9 seconds. He took off that personal and season best. Limo would come in second, 8:51. Aziz Jedi from Drake University, 8:58. Boutine of Loyola, he'd come in 4th position there, and that's a 9 flat for Moret from Cal. That'd be a personal record. Gabe Smith, he would record a personal record, 9:05, and also Aaron Cantu of UCLA with a personal best for him in 9th position. And there you see the heat winners, but we had 2 sections of the Elite Invitational. And as we compile those, Abdul Salam Farah of Utah Valley, he went 8:40 in that first section. Couldn't get back to my stats to tell you what Isaac Briggs was trying to beat there, but it was a close run there by Isaac Briggs. He'll finish second. Limo in third. Cameron Jacobs from that first section, 8:56. Good run by him. Jedi of Drake University, he would finish in 5th place. But Farah, the sophomore from Utah Valley, will take the victory. Here you see him. Briggs there, third from the right. Nice casual start. But Aziz's career would be the rabbit. He would rabbit for 5.5 laps. And then Kelvin Limo of Washington State University, he would battle it out with Briggs. But honestly, Briggs looked a little bit fresher. And just as they got past that first barrier on the last lap, Briggs said, you know what, I'm going to start my push right here. It was a pace that was really manageable, and he sprinted home for the Huskies in the heat win, and he will finish in second place tonight. But a couple of good steeplechase races here as the penultimate distance on day number 2, night number 2 at the 56th running of the Mount SAC relays. Well, some great field event action.